My name is James. I want to bring attention to the problem that models are being kidnapped in Los Angeles. There's different groups that are involved. There's the Mexican cartel. There's some African gangs. They're taking them off the street. They then transport them to a camp. The camps are generally far out from LA. If a girl gets transferred to the camp, they'll charge $200 or $300 to bring her back to Los Angeles. The cartel actually kills these people if somebody doesn't pay for them. This happens every day. I became aware of this problem about 1.5 years ago. I meet these women online. Typically, they send me a picture. They start with an introduction. I'm corresponding with these women through text. I set up a time and place to meet with them, and then typically, they aren't able to make it. Somebody grabs them. I get a call from the gang member. He says, I have your girl. And if you want the girl, you pay so much money. If not, I will take her to the camp. My typical offer will be $100, and then we might settle $200. This is Ava. I met her probably 8 or 9 months ago. She lives up in Las Vegas. She was coming to visit me, and she got kidnapped. And then I helped get her out. This is Maria. She lives in a model house in Santa Ana. She got taken maybe 5 or 6 times. I think I gave Maria maybe $4,000 or $5,000. All the transactions are by gift card. There's a guy that goes by the name Hell. He's one of the leaders in the gang. He's been fairly reasonable. I mean, he's at least willing to talk about reducing the fee. I have saved 30 to 40 girls during the last year. There's maybe 3 or 4 girls that I've given $20,000 to. I've probably spent as much as $100,000, but some of them are going to repay me. I do this because it's like saving somebody's life. I don't want to see somebody die over $200. I'm not a charity, but it's a good thing to do for humanity.
Well, James, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Phil.
You seem like a really nice, caring guy, so I commend you on that for sure. You say that gang members are after you, so you have to be careful protecting your identity, so you're kind of in disguise today. Are you living in fear?
I have to pay attention to what's going on. I have actually hired a couple guys, I've hired a couple of guys that are, a couple of the gang members that are watching for me. So, and they know what's going on in the gang, so if somebody's coming for me, they take care of it usually before it gets to me.
So you've hired security inside the gang?
Inside the gang, yeah.
Okay.
What's interesting is a lot of these models have security when they travel, okay? They may have 1 or 2 security guys, but what happens is the gang overwhelms them because the gang comes at them with 7 guys, 6 or 7 guys with guns. Yeah. And so, and then typically the security guy gets, and many times the security guy gets killed. There might be one security guy gets wounded and the other one gets killed.
But read this in the paper?
No, I've heard it from the models themselves, said that their security got, shot or wounded, and
doesn't that get in the media?
This doesn't seem to make the media. That's what I want to call attention to this. I mean, I don't see any of this stuff in the media. I don't see anything about kidnappings in the media because I don't think people, well, for one, if your friend gets kidnapped, if you call the police, they don't have the manpower to deal with it, for one. And number 2, the gang has people inside the police, the banks, and all these places. So they've told me, says, one of the gang members told me, oh, my brother-in-law is a policeman. I have no problem.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.